So today we're going to be learning about multiplying by multiples of 10. And what multiples of 10 mean is that it's 10 times something, like 20 is a multiple of 10 because we've multiplied 10 by 2 and got 20. So don't get hung up on that. Um, so when we multiply big numbers like this that have zeros, primarily in their digits, is I like to do what I call the find the math fact, add the zero methods, which I think we've done with some less or with some lower numbers. So when I say find the math fact, I mean this. Look at the front digits. 2 times 3, we can do that easily in our head. 2 times 3 is 6, but we're not simply multiplying 2 times 3 or multiplying 20 times 300. We're saying how much is 20 groups of 300. So we're going to add the number of zeros that is in both of these numbers. And there's 1, 2, 3. So we're going to add 3 zeros and then go back and add the comma. You might notice in here, I haven't put the commas, but I put the commas in my final answer. That's very important, and I want you to put the commas in the final answer, and I want you to put them in the proper place in the final answer. So if we're going to do 600 times 4,000, or how much is 600 groups of 4,000, we're going to find the math fact, which is 6 times 4, and 6 times 4 is 24. And then we're going to find out how many zeros is in both of these numbers together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to add 5 zeros. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to come back and put my comma there and there. So the answer is 2,400,000. Now we have 70 times 80. Find the math fact. 7 times 8, what is that? 56. And there's 2 zeros, 1, 2. So those go in. And then the last step is to add the zero to add the comma in the correct place. Remember, when we're adding commas, we always start from the ones place, or we always start to the far right of the number, and we go over 3 places, insert the comma, 3 places, insert the comma. Always starting from the ones place. So we have this problem, 500 times 100. So find the math fact, 5 times 1. 5 times 1 is 5. How many zeros shall we add? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then put in our comma. So 500 groups of 100 is 50,000. Our next problem is 440 times 900. So the math fact is 4 times 9, which is 36. How many zeros do we add? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And last but not least, add the comma in the correct place. Next, we have 110 times 90. And this might give you a little bit of pause, but I want you to look for the math fact. 11 times 9. You can do that. What is 11 times 9? 99. And then we add 2 zeros. And finally, our comma for 9,900. Next, we have 1,200 or 1,200 times 30. What is our math fact? 12. Don't let that throw you off. Remember, you're always looking for a math fact. 12 times 3. What is 12 times 3? 36. And how many zeros do we add? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And our last step is to put in the comma for 36,000. This problem is 40 times 500. This has a unique situation. You still follow the same steps. What is our math fact? 4 times 5. What is that answer? 20. Now we still count the number of zeros over here. There's 1, 2, 3. Even though this answer, 4 times 5, ends up with a 0, we don't leave off one of these zeros because there's one over here, because this is the answer to 4 times 5. Just like 36 is the answer to 12 times 3, we wouldn't leave anything off. So 4 times 5 is 20. 1, 2, 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3 zeros. And finally, add in our comma for 20,000. So you might come across a problem like that in this initial answer has a 0, but don't let it fool you into not counting one of the zeros over here. All right? So this is the first step in learning to multiply larger numbers, and I know you can do it.